All right, shalom, shalom, boys. Here, welcome to the covenant. Well, here on the land, about to see what's going on with the chicken in the chicken coop. As you can clearly see, this is my chicken coop that I built for free. All I had to do was just put together scrap, salvage metal, and wood and materials, and in time, and I built this on the fly. I didn't come up with design specs or anything like that. I just built this right on the fly. I kid you not. I used pallets on the inside for the ground. And you can see I got some cleaning to do. But I built this with pallets on the ground. So all I need to do was just go ahead and just wash it down, spray it down, and get all of the poop out, and it just falls to the bottom. It's a very efficient system. But what I wanted to talk about briefly was, the benefits running out, and we see the cost of food literally going through the roof. Right? We see the cost of food. We see what's going on in this economy. And listen here, look at the price of eggs. You talking about going from $3, damn near $7. And that's the organic stuff. And, and I'm a firm believer that, hey, organic is what you grow, it's what you produce yourself. And I don't feed these chickens anything. I mean, it's amazing to watch on YouTube and see how people say, well, you got to feed the chickens and you got to do this and you got to do that. Man, all they need is water and ground. That's all they need. Water and ground, and they could just run around here and just eat up all the grass and come right back in here and lay their eggs. But we're dealing with we're dealing in a time where these benefits, they're being cut, and they're going to continue to be cut. Because the gravy train is done. The reign in this country, the run is over. And what we're seeing is not only the price of goods and services going up, but in addition to that, the benefits that people have relied on for so many years to get cut. Now, it's amazing because you have people that have been generationally on these benefits. I mean, I grew up in a household, 3 brothers, 3 sisters, family of 7, getting food stamps, living in public housing. And I used to go in the freezer and go in the refrigerator, and there was no food there. You know why? And this is why I'm big on prepping and making sure that my pantry is stocked for my children to break those generational curses. Because mama was out and she was on drugs. Like many of our, the way in which we grew up, mama was on drugs, or mama wasn't there, or mama was doing this, and a third, and daddy was nowhere in sight. You're talking about, out of 7 children, you're talking about 4 different fathers. 4 different fathers out of 7 children in my home. See, this is, and guess what? And look at it. I'm 49, right? And this is still going on today. But the difference between yesteryear and today is that those benefits are getting cut. And you have people that are irresponsible with those benefits because they're selling them, they're selling the benefits and everything. Yeah, sure, there are people out there that need government assistance, and that's not a problem. But at the end of the day, not everybody needs government assistance, and they're cutting them. They're cutting these programs, and people are panicking because they don't know what to do. Well, I always tell a solution, and I show it, because by their fruit you shall know them. A lot of people get up on these forums and stuff, and and they make these videos, but you lack the number one thing you lack to see in their lives. When you look at their pages, when you look at their social medias, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, these people talking, you don't see a solution at all. You don't see a solution in their lives at all. And this is the challenge and a problem that I have. I have a hard time listening to people where when you look at the mannerisms of their lifestyle, you can't tell nothing. You can't tell nothing. You want to definitely get an automatic chicken door. I mean, I went through 3 iterations of this, or 2 iterations of this, and I finally got it good now with the solar powered chicken door, battery powered. It works. It works excellently. But the idea is this: if you are going to depend on a system, at any given time, they can cut those benefits off. They can cut them off, and this is why it's so important to look at doers and not hearers only, because we're living in a time where, hey, do you think I'm worried about the price of eggs? Do you really think I'm worried about the price of eggs? I can care less about the price of eggs. You know why? Because I made the sacrifice, moved out the city, learned how to be self-sufficient, and now I can hunt, I can raise animals, I can do all types of things. Because I'm self-sufficient, because I know how to get out here and get it done. And it's sacrificed. I had to sacrifice a whole lot, but a lot of people are not willing to sacrifice. And so therefore, you're going to eat the fruit of your own ways. Therefore, you're going to deal with the repercussions of not willing to sacrifice your flesh in order to provide a better life for yourself and your family. And hey, how can you feel sorry for a person like this? I'm big on in this day and age, after the first and second ammunition reject. Don't waste your time. People who understand what's going on, don't waste your time trying to convince a family, a friend, that this is the kind of moves that they need to make to preserve themselves and their family. If they want to do what they want to do, leave them alone. Let them be at peace. Because I know it's frustrating, you know what I'm saying? Because you love these people. The only reason why we warn people is because we love them. And we care about them, but they don't care about themselves. And say, hey, you got to let that go. These benefits are ending. These government jobs are ending. See, it's all coming from the same pot. Really, people got to realize, right? All those veteran benefits, all of those welfare benefits, all those Medicaid benefits, all those federal jobs, all of those city, state, and local jobs, listen here, they're all coming from the same pot. The government produces nothing. They only take from others. And now you see all these government workers, all these people that depended on the government, thought they was going to get this pension in 20 years and this, that, and the third. That's what they cut next. See, they're coming for the pensions next. They're coming for the city jobs already. I'm telling you, we've been saying this, and now it's happening, and there is not going to be any recovery from this. We're going into a different economic system that people are not accepting. They don't realize it. They don't understand it. They don't see what's going on. They think it's a conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go on about their lives, but these are the very same people that's going to take that mark. It's so clear as day. Listen, learn self-sufficiency. For those who get it and understand it, continue to stack, continue to perfect your crafts, continue to network, continue to build and store your resources, continue to develop a stronger relationship with the Father. I'm not no person that get up on here and quote Bible verses, and when you look at these, it's amazing, right? You look at these people and you look at their lives and they're great on quoting the Bible. But when you look at the mannerisms of their life, they have no fruit whatsoever, or the fruit that they have is poisonous or rottenness. Learn how to be serious about all of these aspects that is not only going to preserve your flesh, but save your soul. How can you develop a deeper, stronger relationship with the Creator if you are inundated with the cares of this world? See, it's a beautiful thing not to, we all have responsibility. We all have responsibility. I got to pick up some hay. I got to get my propane tank refilled. And I got to go ahead and pay my property tax. I got to do all that this week. None of it stresses me because all I got to do is just go down there and do it. All I got to do is just go down there and do it. I'm not stressed about it at all. I just got to execute on it. It's not a care of this world for me. But when you worried about whether or not you could put food on the table or a roof over your head or keep the electricity or pay your car note. That's the cares of this world. Listen, let me go ahead and get this done. I got taxes to pay. Uh, I got I got things to do. But it's not a care because I can just go ahead and do it.